Hey you guys, it's Akeyachic here once again. I'm doing a back to school video because August is approaching and I'm trying to get out as much back to school videos as I can, and I've been getting positive feedback from it, so I'm going to continue doing it since I've been getting some feedback. But today I want to talk about like mental health, like stress and depression. I want to give you guys tips on how you can cope with stress or depression while you're in college. I feel like this topic is not really discussed a lot, so I want to do a video just giving my tips and advice on ways that I did, how I coped. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you haven't already, go check out my other videos, and yeah, let's get right into it. So my first tip, if you're ever feeling stressed or down or even depressed, is if you're sitting in your room, leave your dorm, and take a walk outside. It's good to get some good fresh air, take your mind off of anything that you're just stressing over, anything that's clogging your head. It's good just go take a walk, get rid of all the distractions, and just appreciate nature and appreciate some air. Inhale, exhale. That helped me a lot, because a lot of times when I was dealing with something, I would just let it bother me, and I'll just beat myself down. But when I just put everything away, put all distractions away, got some fresh air, I felt so much better about myself. Sometimes I would just leave my room and take a walk. I'll go by myself and I'd walk around the campus. I would say walk around the campus, don't go off campus, because I don't want y'all getting hurt or anything. But I would walk around campus. Sometimes I'll have some music in my ear. I'll listen to some Frank Ocean. I'll listen to Blonde by Frank Ocean. That was like my go-to album when I was sad, because I don't know, Frank Ocean music just does something to me. But I listen to Blonde by Frank Ocean, put my headphones on, and I'll just walk. I'll let go. But yeah, I'll just listen to Frank Ocean and I'll let my mind flow, be free. I'll take whatever is stressing me out, whatever that's bringing me down. I'll just take all distractions away and I'll walk out. My tip number 2 is to talk to somebody about it. I know if you're ever feeling like depressed, it's good just to talk to someone, talk to your family, talk to your friends. You can also talk to the counselors at your school. There's always counselors there to deal with your problems. Me personally, I have like trust issues, so I wouldn't really talk to anybody about my problems, because first, I didn't really want to be a burden to somebody, and I just didn't want everybody knowing like what I'm going through. I like to keep it inside. But a lot of times when I actually just told somebody, I would feel so much more relief, because they would give me advice about things and situations, and they'll just make me feel better. They will motivate me to do better. So definitely just don't hold it in. Definitely find somebody that you can talk to and that you can give your emotions in, because I'm pretty sure if somebody think that you telling them how you're feeling, if you're feeling down, or they think it's a burden, you need to cut them off real quick, because these are your real feelings. You may be feeling really down that you might want to end your life, and so if somebody's saying that thinking that you're a burden for you to talk to them, you need to cut them off quick. But yeah, so my advice would be just to talk to someone, let it out, give a little cry here too, because after you let all that was bottling up inside you, you let it out, you let it go, you'll feel so much better about what you're dealing with. Tip number 3 is to go to the gym, take a run. I talk about going to the gym a lot of the times because I did track in high school, so after school I would run on the track, and I would let everything, all the badness, all the stress I was going through, I'll let it all out on the track. I'll let it all out in the race, and I'll feel so much better because track pushed me. But since I'm not doing track in college, I had to find another gateway to do that stuff. And for me, it's going to the gym, it's running on the treadmill, running around the track, lifting weights, like pushing myself, because it's like I'm putting all that energy into, working out, doing better. I feel better. I know with a lot of people, they like to go for runs. You can run around campus, get your music on, listen to some trap music or something, and run around, and that helped me feel better. And I'm pretty sure if you just let off some steam or something, that's a good alternative than like beating somebody up or whatever. But yeah, being active. So I ran out of space when I was filming that last video. I mean that last part. But yeah, being active definitely helped me. Another tip that helped me was to let things go. So if I failed a test, I definitely would, get out my screams, get out my cry, get all the hate, the anger, the tears, the whatever. And I say, you know what, Kia, you gotta try harder. You gotta do something, because you can't be failing these tests. You can't be scoring low on these tests, because that's not a reflection of you. That's not the type of person you are. So you have to find a way to do better. And if somebody broke my heart, which, yeah, or if I just had like a breakup or whatever, if I stopped talking to somebody, I'll just think, you know what, whatever, it must not been meant for us to be together, so it's time for me to move on and, focus on myself or something like that. But yeah, letting go is good for like your mental health. It's not good to have someone or something controlling your mind to that long. Good to keep on holding to something that's like baggage or a burden to you. It's good to just let go, be free from all the stress, and move on, because once you show this sign and you're moving on, you're already progressing, you're already doing better. So just let go, let it out, and let go of anything that's bothering you. Cry it out, scream it out. If someone made you mad, it's good to tell people how they made you feel. Just don't hold that stuff in. I like to tell people, like, you really messed up, like, you really hurt my heart or something like that, because I feel like it's like me holding it in, telling everybody else but them. It's just like, I'll have it bottled up, and I feel so much better when I tell the person. A lot of times people apologize and be like, I didn't know I did that to you or whatever. So definitely my last tip is just to let go, let it out, and let go, and free yourself from all the burdens, free yourself from all the stress, and let's move on. Let's be positive. Let's try to have a good time. But let's try to be positive. Let's keep a good mindset, because having a good mindset is so important in school. So you got to keep that mindset. You got to keep that encouraging, motivational mindset. Keep people around you who are going to motivate you and encourage you, and make you feel better. My last tip is for like all my Christians out there. If you're not a Christian, you can click off. The video is over for you, but I really want to say this for all my people who are Christians watching this. But my last tip is to let go and let God. I know it's really easy to stray away from God's light when you're in college, but what helped me was I went to church. I definitely tried some churches where my friend took me to hers, and they were just like so old-timey, where everybody, were dressed in purple. It was like the stereotypical black church where you fall asleep, and I feel like I couldn't really learn or stay focused in churches like that. But Malik, he showed me to a church, and it was way more casual. It was way more like personal, I guess. And of course, I didn't really like it because it was so personal, but then I grew to love it. So yeah, definitely try going to church on a Sunday. You don't have to go every Sunday. I know it's tough. Sometimes I didn't want to go because I partied Saturday and I just didn't feel like getting up and going. But when I did, it made such a big difference, because it like a lot of times when I was like dealing with depression or sadness, it would like be a message to show me like God, he's still here with you. Whatever you're going through, he would still be there. He'd be there for you through the tough times. So yeah, I just want to add that little piece in there. Yeah, so if you're a Christian watching this, don't be afraid to download a Bible app. If you can't go to church, download the app where they give you like daily scriptures or something like that you can read into the morning. But that's just like simple stuff like that will help you to stay really good and closer to God. But yeah, that was my last tip: letting go and letting God. But thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or concerns, don't be afraid to hit me up. I will obviously open to hearing whatever you got to say. Also, if you have any tips for people dealing with mental health like stress and depression, don't be afraid to comment below. We're all family here. We all trying to grow. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.